awkward touch, though, leads to a desperation flick. That will get off the wall. That will give the defense time to recover. Snowy steps forward, connects on the vortex. It's going in! And that is how Solicit
save this down now. Snowy back and goal again. Opportunity.
And they can put it away on the kickoff right here. Homie able to get that first save off of the demo. Now Homie looks to take it the other way, gets a fast jump, puts it on target. And just like that, GGG says playing. With 2-14 still to go, this is the most subdued we've seen the 3 rats yet. Shot, crossbar, not on target, follow through is wild card just yet. Now Rabubi, so much space. First defender misses, second defender doesn't get a chance at any given moment yet. Good touch right there from Mario, already makes one defender miss. He's just going to help watch that ball roll in. Mario gets credit for the goal.
TRK gonna leave it for Ollie, sets it up. It's a 3-man game. This should be the double dunk. Ollie gonna drop it down. It's so clean.
المرمى سريع
هدف يا سلام دمه جدا رد فعل سريع ما شاء الله يخلصها بينهم هذا باس جميل جدا
يا ساتر صاروخية من فينوم.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the final game of the night. It's going to be the Ultimates taking on the winners from the Winners Final Redemption. My name's Chris. A very good morning to you. And I'm being joined by Camel, who it's a very good evening to.
Yeah, when we started, you were like, what? It was like 5 a.m., right?
Something like that. I've lost track of time.
Hey, well, we're here. We're at the end. Finally, the Ultimates are coming from the loser's bracket, so Redemption will have that game advantage. We'll see if that does come into play, if they use it to their fullest advantage and just come out and just 3-0 the Ultimates and don't even make this a best-of-7 series. What do you think?
Yeah, indeed. It would be massive if the Ultimates were able to somehow beat Redemption, but the way that Redemption dealt with sleeping, it really feels like that should be more than enough to probably do the same to the Ultimates, probably even a little quicker as well, since those two teams were fairly evenly matched in their losers final game. So I think we might see a close game or two, but yeah, I think I'm going to be with Redemption to take this one out. I believe you're the same as well, Camel?
I do think Redemption will be able to win this one out, definitely. Hopefully the server is all good for the players, and it looks like it is, so we will get into the game underway. Hey, that's a good start. Not a server change already.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty good already to keep the time up. That's pretty good. So, nonetheless, we go into this grand final. We know what both teams are capable of. We know the offensive weapons on both of these rosters. And one thing I will say, we haven't had a ton of blowouts. There haven't been a lot of just complete one-sided affairs. It's been very, very neck and neck, very close between these two teams. There's a beautiful save from Mason off of Cresper's touch. Cresper going to keep up the pressure and try to get Rawas involved in the play. Redemption, though, have not played for a while, so that could come into play, but the Ultimates haven't as well. Good shot by AMS to get the offense rolling, trying to get their groove now. Is AMS going to go up, go down, has the back wall ready. It's going to be a pass to Mason, down all the way. 45 seconds on the dot. It's going to be the Ultimates scoring first.
Yeah, it was a nice bit of team play there from AMS to find the backboard and Mason from it there. The defenders couldn't really do too much from it, and that pretty much gives up the opening goal to the Ultimates.
Let's see if they can use that to their advantage, as they are already down 1-0. Have to remember, as the offense will continue. Beautiful save from Talum. They're just kind of force that out off of the top right corner. Is able to barely keep that alive, but the pressure continues, and the pace that the Ultimates are playing at really just feels like Redemption have no answer as of right now. It looks like AMS going to go for another one. Beautiful save once again by Talum. He has been all over it. Has really snuffed out a lot of these approaches. Sonics, though, just going to come down from the ceiling. Off the top rope, slam it home. Beautiful play from Mason to set it up.
Yeah, Creswell had absolutely no boost at all, so he couldn't do anything. I think Talon was in the same boat, so it effectively turned into an open net for Zonix, and well, he duly saluted, and yeah, this is fairly dominant stuff here from the Ultimates very early on here. Might be looking to try and neutralize that one map advantage that the orange side have up their hand at the moment, but we know that once they transition into the faster game style here, Redemption, they can really dominate a game. So I wouldn't say it's over for them just yet. Maybe game 1 might just slip through their hands, but they would have plenty of time to come back.
Absolutely, but Rawas going to just give right back up to Mason, and it will be Talon. It's a good booming clear downfield, but it is answered right back by the Ultimates midfield line. Good pass from Mason. Will be able to alleviate some pressures. Azonix went for the pass and be able to find it. Crespo gets bumped out of the way. Here's AMS off the corner. Tried to find someone in midfield, but just could not find it. Good demo on Rawas. Will open up space. Azonix for the double tap. Can't find it. Didn't have the right angle, but the pressure is mounting. AMS right down, waterfalling forward. Once again, Redemption holds strong, but it is still a 2-goal deficit. Mason looking at insult to injury with the flip reset. Can't find it, but it seems like the aggression from the Ultimates is just too much to handle.
Yeah, it is. They are defending well enough at the moment here. They do have a chance now coming through Talon, but it is definitely looking a bit too much at the moment here for Redemption to deal with. Varus is going to go for a solid play. Only has to deal with one player, AMS, and he fakes him out perfectly there. A beautiful attempt, a beautiful goal, and just absolute style to get the opener for Redemption.
Yeah, goes up one way, flicks it the other, completely fooling AMS. Really just could not get there in time. And now with 2 minutes to go, plenty of time for Redemption to gain a 2-0 lead in this game would be absolutely huge if they could do that, as Talon gonna put the pressure on off that corner and try to get some sort of facilitation rolling. As here's Rawas, reads the touch, goes back to Talon, has the boost ready off of the back wall, but nobody there in time. A little quick for Redemption here, as now the Ultimates trying to get something rolling, and for the time being, it has been on the Ultimates half. Not a lot of answers. The defense from Redemption is holding up strong.
Yeah, it's holding up, and that's probably the best they can hope for at the moment. But we can get a few more solo players going here. Crespel does get bumped off that one by AMS. Azonix just plants it away, but this could be huge here. Nice little clear by Talon. Mason will be able to pick it up, however, and AMS now just brings it to the wall. So Redemption just looking for the opportunity to strike again, but at the moment they just have to rely on their defense to see him through. It's working well, but a minute remaining on the clock now. We need to start transitioning a bit more into the midfield and into the attacking third, as Talon needs to get to that ball. AMS sets it up as Azonix, but Crespel just blocks off the shot here, and Rares unmarked at the moment. He's going to go high into the sky. Can he control it through again? AMS drops it down. Mason has to clear the ball away, but well, if anyone else was inside the penalty box, that could have been disastrous for the Ultimate.
Absolutely, but nonetheless, there was not, so Redemption will have another chance here. Is going to continue this pressure. Talon going to go forward, actually bounces off, I believe, Rawas, so a bit of an unfortunate error there, as Cresper going to give the pressure. Tried to find Talon in midfield, will bounce up and down, just right in front of the net. Won't find much here as Cresper has a shot on target. It's in the upper 90, won't find it. Here's the redirection coming through from Rawas, not going to find it either. 10 seconds to go, and it will be cleared away for the time being. To go right back to Rawas. He's out Cresper. Good touch. Talon going way too low. Isn't even close. Gets the demo for his troubles. That's it. It will just touch the ground. Not even a contest. And the Ultimates take game quote-unquote 1, but really game 2.
Yeah, they equalized the series, so Redemption, they showed a bit of fight towards the end of that game, but it didn't work out in the first half. And well, the Ultimates, with that 2 goals to their name, will just see it through there to pick up game 2 and, well, tie the series as we head into game 3. So yeah, good signs of the Ultimates, but Redemption, they're building here. We saw them really start to lift towards the end of that game. We saw the defense really solidify up. We saw them start really putting on the attacking pressure that we saw him deal with against Sleeping, and well, they can keep that up, and the Ultimates, they might find themselves in a bit of strife as we head into game number 3 in this best of 7 series.
Absolutely. Redemption had their chances with the ball, had about 7 shots on target, just were not able to finish those plays, and that is what cost them towards the end of that game. Gave up 2 very quick goals and were not able to recover. So now they will go into this game looking to do just that. trying to recover from a tough loss against the Ultimates here in that game 2 matchup. Crucial game here. You want to keep that lead in this best of 7. You do not want to be in the back foot. You don't want to have to come back from a 2-1. And there you go. Great way to start for the Ultimates. Bad way to start for Redemption.
Yeah, Rares just can't get the touch, and Talon, well, he thinks the ball's going a completely different way. AMS going straight down the center, gets a free goal, and yeah, that is a bit of a wretched way to kick off if you are a fan of Redemption, but they'll be looking for Redemption soon enough. Don't you worry about that, as Talon sets it up for RS, but he can't get the touch there in time. And Crestball, long shot off the backboard, second touch, can he carry it through? No, just sends it wide, and well, that could have been an amazing goal if he was able to connect, but now at the very least, it's back onto the back foot here. Redemption looking to try and recover, at the very least, 1 goal against the Ultimates.
Yeah, that would be solid just to tie it up, try and get something going their way. Beat Talon, passing it up to Cresper off of this corner. Gets decent touch and decent distance with that ball. It will be Cresper now back in the corner. Doesn't have a lot of boost, so it'll be his last touch with that ball. We'll go back to Rawas, and Cresper trying to regain control in that corner. Will be Talon now moving forward. Has Mason to beat and won't be able to do that. Cresper redirects it forward. Rawas has a shot on target, but he bobbles it forward and just completely messes up the play. And just like that, another chance for Redemption going wide. Here's Talon, has 2 defenders to beat. Can he do it? Cannot do it nearly, though. Just barely not there in time.
Yeah, just unfortunate to having that defender go high, but not high enough there. Crestball Talon now looking to try and set up a play for himself. He actually drops that down nicely, but just no pace on him means Zonic gets the easy clear out here. Crestball gets absolutely whipped out, and AMS now only has to do with Talon. Talon played out Mason, but he just gets to the ball a bit too late to get the fair enough line, and well, it's turning into a bit of a hectic game here as both teams jostle for both possession and position on the field. Ball just now returns back into the midfield here, back into a bit of normal Rocket League for the moment, but yeah, this is looking interesting now for the Redeemers as they try their best to find another goal, but they are having to rely on their defense just to stay in this game. Mason, a beautiful attempt, but well blocked off by the defender's Talon. Once again, he blocks off one defender, but Zonic just coming through from underneath, really hampering a lot of these attempts that Redemption are trying to set up here. So yeah, this is not looking too good for the orange side as we get to 2-minute 30 marker, halfway point of this game. Crestball just keeps getting bumped off the plays, and I'll tell you what, he's been targeted a fair bit here by the side of the Ultimates. Hasn't really had a lot of game time, really, in regards to the ball.
Yeah, I'd absolutely agree. They're playing a lot of reactive Rocket League. They're not really making the proactive plays, not really going out, getting their own passes, getting their own shots, trying to work as a team. Maybe they'll do just that. Beautiful save from AMS to snuff out the play. Talon will go for another shot. He will find it. Redemption finally getting the board here in this game. 3 minutes elapsed, but they make it happen.
Yeah, and well, it literally took having every single defender pretty much out of position to get that goal, and it was a heavy effort for Redemption to finally get that goal in, but they finally get the equaliser. But Mason, can he control it through? Nearly does so, but Talon with the last gasp save. Rares can't keep control of the ball. Crestball just gets bumped off the play yet again, but that just sets it up for Talon, who's unmarked yet again. And just like that, he goes back to back just like that.
Talon just turning into a new gear, a new monster, new machine as he just powers it through once again with that goal. Already 2 now for Redemption, just out of nowhere, exploding with this offense, and the Ultimates look to have no answer just yet. They're trying to get something going here. Zazonix may have a chance in the bottom corner. It ricochets off multiple defenders, and we have a tied game.
Yeah, like Zonic just places the ball in a pretty much an unplayable position there. Talon trying his best to find the crossbar to deflect it out, but unfortunately the ball just goes in nonetheless, and well, just like that, that little lead they had has been blown up there for Redemption as they look to try and regain it now. Crespor, a man who's been heavily targeted here, really being denied most of his opportunities. Can't do anything now. Exotic's just trying to fake out his opponents. Won't be able to. AMS, good shot there, but Crespor able to do work in defense to save that one away. Now Talon looking to try and carry out the ball. Will get blocked off by Exotics. Blocks out Crespor as well. Will allow Mason to come through here to try and set up a play here, but he's just stuck in the corner now. Ball going very slowly. The Zonics finally add some pace into the equation, but Crespor takes it away as there's a raw one in the middle of the field there. AMS against Raras, love to see it, and that will mean that Zonics gets an open attempt at the goal. Good to see the players respect where it won, but it has cost Redemption as Zonics gets on the board.
Yeah, you know, hey, I mean, personally, I'm not taking that rule 1, to be honest, but hey, respect the player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's how it is. And Redemption will unfortunately be on the losing end of that rule 1, and now they look to answer back. Will they do it quickly? They won't. It's a good move there by the defensive line by the Ultimates, keeping that away. And it's going to go off the back wall. Zazonix has a chance of it. Will actually get juked away by Cresper. And here's Talon. Has some boost to work with, and will once again just be bullied off the ball. And the aggression from the Ultimates playing into their hand very well. They've been doing a good job at, like you said, limiting Cresper. Really making sure he doesn't have chances with the ball. He's going to set up Talon, though. Great facilitation play, but not able to find the mark. It's going to be Rawas. Has a chance with the shot. Zazonix with a save. Talon has another chance right over the defender, just barely. And we have a tied game with 12 seconds to go.
And this goes back to what we were saying in the winners final. Sure, you can shut down one player, but that just allows the others to flourish. Talon has gotten all 3 goals for the side of Redemption in this game. And well, he hasn't been targeted as much as Crespor. He's been allowed to move about, and that could just prove the difference here as time ticks away. Overtime seems like it will be beckoning once again for us here on stream as the ball will eventually hit terra firma. There we go, overtime in the bag for us. So back to another kickoff here. It's a pretty even one. Zazonix couldn't get back to it in time for a kickoff goal here. Lara's trying his best to set up press ball. Talon, can he make it 4 goals? No, he can't. He sends it a bit wide, but in overtime, we know both of these teams can really put the sword to each other in the added minutes. So we're flipping in for a bit of a long one here, Camel.
That would be interesting to say the least, and we know with the offensive capabilities on these teams, Cresper has not really had a lot of time with the ball. But here comes Mason. He's going to drop this down. It's right off of the bar, but Cresper able to boot that down towards the left side, and now Talon will clear it away for good measure. Vera Wasp is able to intercept AMS's shot. Now Talon staying aggressive, has all 3 goals for Redemption, looking for the 4th. Looking for the one that will win them this game. AMS trying to push this back will be Zazonix, so he gets credit for the save. And here's Cresper off of the corner, trying to make a move happen, but Zazonix once again reading it well, but the aggression continues. And it will be Redemption trying so desperately to bring this towards the net. This could be their chance here. It's going to be Talon with the chance, but once again, Mason with the good save. Here's Cresper. Has the touch ready, no boost in the kit. So we'll just be able to run away from that. And both teams trying their hand with these arrow shots, but really nothing is falling so far.
Yeah, nothing getting closer to that as Crespor just doesn't get a good touch there to really set himself up. Rares just picking up the ball in the midfield now. Gets it past AMS, gets it to Crespor again, gets it to Talon, but I think that was Zonic just blocking him off there as he swings back around, looking to try and end it himself, but he gives it to Mason. Ball will sail wide of the mark here into the corner. Rares gets it to Crespor once again, who's effectively being forced into a 3rd man role of how much he's being targeted. He loses possession immediately, however, and Rares drops it down to AMS, who gets to Zazonic. Mason's going to go for it, but Crespor just interrupts backboard play and taps it into the corner again. So AMS gets it to Zazonic. Rares picks it up on the backboard. Well, he can't clear it out here. Redemption as Mason now just locks it on pretty much into the corner again. Crespor pinches it, but it won't be enough for a clear. Talon starting to run out a boost here, trying desperately to get as much space as he can for his team, but They are running out of boost, and eventually Mason will force the issue, get the overtime goal, and bring it to a 2-1 lead for the Ultimates.
Yeah, he just made ChrisTheAverage look silly with that flick over one. Talon not there either. And the Ultimates will take game 2. So now, what's going into Redemption's minds is we haven't even beaten this team once. We got a free win, and that's it. The Ultimates looking to gentlemen sweep Redemption here with that first game going their way, trying to win 4 straight. They've won 2. They're looking to win this third one, and that will be a pivotal game for Redemption to win. They need to win this next game. You do not want to be down 3-1 in a series, especially a best of 7 series. You do not want to be in this scenario, especially against the Ultimates. We know are so good at this game.
Yeah, the Ultimates now only 2 away from victory here. And well, at this point, it's once again a pretty close series. The Ultimates just seem to thrive in these close encounters, but they've got yet another close victory for him here. And well, if they could continue this heart attack sort of stuff for their fans, this could just turn into that genuine sweep. So let's see how they go in game number 3. It's going to be oh so crucial for that orange side of Redemption, because if they don't pick up this game, you have to have serious doubts that they can win the series.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the doubts will be coming through. Hopefully the server is all good and ready to go. But nonetheless, definitely a good showing from the Ultimates. They've been playing well. Seems like
that's not good.
We lost connection to the game. Don't worry, everyone.
Unable to find server. Interesting.
Oh, that is not good. Hopefully we're going to get this solved right away for you guys. Seems that we found the server now.
There we go.
So hopefully everything works out well for us. But that was a great game from the Ultimates nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a good game for them. I mean, as I said, they like keeping it close, but yeah, maybe it's a bit too close a comfort. So it would be good if they can build up a bit of a gap. And yeah, it looks like the server is dead. So we are going to have to change server again. So that's unfortunate.
It's not too, hey, it wouldn't be the grand final without it, right? We can't have a streamlined experience. No way.
Yeah,
so we are going to get this new server for you guys right away. As soon as we can get that up for you, we will. I guess we'll keep trying on our end, hoping that it works at some point.
We moved up to 156 now.
Wow. Oh, looks like we're actually in. Okay, looks like we are in. Champions Field Night will be the setting, hopefully, for these 6 players. A bit early, but yeah, we'll see how it goes for both these teams. And really, for the Ultimates, about the game plan, stay simple. Play to shut down Talon. He has really been the only person that has found the back of the net. It feels like for Redemption, had 4 goals in that last one. So, or had 3 goals rather. Needs to step up here. Is his teammates Rawis and ChrisTheAverage, and oh, do we have?
Yeah, they jumped the gun. So another server reset.
You hate to see it. Really hate to see it. Wow, really?
Yeah.
They were just so antsy to get into the game. Makes sense. I understand completely. We've all been in that situation, right?
Indeed, we just want to get in there, get ready to play, and well, that's just it's unfortunate, but what can you do? Especially when you have a 100 series server. So
yep.
Yeah.
True.
Do lose those very quickly if you stuff up like that. So.
Well, you hope that the players are not affected by these server changes. The time in between games definitely could be a factor going into this next one up here, game 3. That could determine whether Redemption will have to come back from a 3-1 deficit. Rocket League is not being friendly to us here at Overlap. It is not. Very much not being friendly. Hopefully, we get into a server sometime this millennium. And it looks like we will. DFH Stadium will be the call here. And hopefully the players join and don't start early. And that would be a great thing for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, we're in now, so everyone will wait. But looks like, given the fact that it's not a It's not a XXX server. Yeah. It's just a bog standard server, so. You ready for this one, ladies and gentlemen? You ready for the roundabout?
Wow. We're just never going to get into a server, huh?
Yeah. You know what? Just call the series here.
Honestly, we're just going to call the series here, yeah?
Yeah.
2-1. Great. Best of 3. Best of 3 grand final. It was great, guys. It was amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, hopefully it won't be too long until we're back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, we're just waiting for the server to die now, and hopefully we'll go back again.
I mean, the servers, man. I mean, it's you know, eventually, right?
Yeah, well, it looks like we've got a slightly better server, so hopefully this one works. And players won't be worried. I think that's a no. So.
You think it's a no?
Yeah, doesn't look like a 100 or 500. So. We're gonna leave again. So yeah, this is not looking too good, unfortunately for us. But hopefully soon enough we'll get a good server again. Hopefully the players won't end by jumping the gun, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled grand final between Redemption taking on the Ultimates.
But the weather's nice out, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful day in Sydney. It's a shame I'm going to be asleep for half of it, so...
Yeah, true.
Oh, there we go. We got 135. We got 135, surely.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, it's a shame that... Oh, you never know. I've been up for so long, I might just say, screw it, just stay up for the rest of the day. Just see me die at 4 o'clock will be very funny. But... Anyways, all 10 players are in the server now. And, well, we'll just wait for the admins to give up the thumbs up. And, yeah, they're just jumping straight in. So, let's get the series back on the way for game number 4. If the side of the Ultimates win, they get to match and championship point. If Redemption win, we're going to be here for a little longer as they tie the series up in 2-all. As Rares looks to try and pick up the ball here, Zazonix immediately steals it. Mason, can he drop it down? No, he can't. Teammate coming through those AMS, but he finds a crossbar there. Very unfortunate. Cresswell immediately goes to the demo. And while Talon just takes it from end to end, absolutely unchallenged. And that will be the early goal to Redemption.
Yeah, coast to coast, and this is the player we wanted to step up. I mean, literally, he was in training mode on that play, and he just kind of swept his way forward. Nobody checked him, so just like that, the Ultimates, maybe that break, they're out of the zone, out of the mental, and now they'll be forced to keep it back up as Talon aggressively going against Mason and is successful at denying him that ball. And AMS going to go for the shot. Cresper, beautiful save, redirecting it towards the corner to buy time for his team to get back on defense. Exonix good juke away from Cresper for now, but it will just be another ball going into that midfield line and just remaining there for a short period. Good clear by Rawas. Back to Cresper's back down. No save from Mason, and Redemption turn a new leaf with this new server.
Yeah, the defenders just not being there as Crespo just absolutely slams it in. And yeah, AMS couldn't save it, Zazonix couldn't save it, no one could have saved it there for the side of the Ultimates. And yeah, this could just be the capitulation as Rares gets another one. And oh boy.
We're going to be here a while.
Yeah.
We're going to be here a while. That's what I got to say. I mean, just like that. Rawis just juking out the defender, making him look silly. 3 goals in under 50 seconds. That's more than, like, what? All the games combined, it feels like?
Yeah,
definitely just... Yeah.
Feels like it.
I don't know what's going on. Redemption just completely changing the game plan and have proved so well that they can do this offense properly and really change the game here. And now they're looking for more goals. They're looking to maintain this lead. And for the Ultimates, it is about trying to regain composure, just get 1 goal at a time, and look to try and shrink this lead down. See if Rawas has a chance with this ball. He's going to touch this up, try to smack it down off the back wall. Won't be successful. Zazonix good disruption, but Talon going aggressively forward. It will just be a clear by AMS away. Only 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. Both teams really just, playing their own styles here, but for the Ultimates, it's the wrong one. They are not looking too good. Rawas trying to read that pass from Talon, won't be successful. With 3 minutes to go here, there is plenty of time for the Ultimates to work with, but it really just feels like the pace that Redemption are playing at is just too much.
Yeah, this is the Redemption we were expecting to see in the first 2 games of the series, but something about the third actual game played just seems like Redemption just, they do slow down, or they do the opposite of what they did in the first few games. Like, we saw very slow stuff in the first few, and now we're just seeing the pace just being pretty much flipped on its head here. So, yeah, an absolute backflip from what we were doing earlier on before the sort of shenanigans, and it's working out well for him here as Talon just gets a nice little bump there. But the thing is now, how will the Ultimates react? Not in this game, because this game is looking like it's already done, but in game number 5. Because remember, that is going to be the huge one for him there, as I don't know what Talon was doing there, but anyways, his teammate gets a save, so it's good on him for that. But as I was saying, for the Ultimates, if they can rally in the next game, then that is probably going to be even worse for Redemption, because now they are literally on last chance saloon, and, well, they can't drop a single game then, because if they do, well, it's over.
True, absolutely. I think what Talon was doing? He was trying to test his teammates' defense, because they haven't been really shot on in a while. There's really no off. He's just making sure they're ready, and Rawas gonna get another goal out of it. And the defense from the Ultimates is just not looking as sharp as it was earlier in the day. You see AMS had the 1v1 and just could not get to the ball in time. Rawas able to read the play earlier. With 1 minute and 40 left, a 4-goal deficit. This is really all but over.
Yeah, Talon was all getting a bump on the defender on the other side of the net, pretty much securing that goal in, as, 9 seconds remaining. They need to convert once for every about 24 seconds at the moment now, so yeah, it's looking a bit rough for him here. So we'll be looking to game number 5 to come back in the series, although saying that Xazonix does get 1 response at the very least, so there's something for the Ultimate fans to be happy about.
And I mean, that's a good play, and that's, they've been looking for that type of play, and it really just hasn't found it. Really just has not come through, and, maybe they can get something going here, barring, something, but it really just seems like Redemption right now are playing at a whole new level, a whole new tempo that the Ultimates just really cannot compete with. Will be ChrisTheAverage coming forward with 1 minute to go. Beautiful drop down from Talon. Will be Rawas to make the play. It actually does not happen. They'll circle back down. Mason gets the double tap. AMS sliding forward. Knew where the ball was going to be, and now it's getting a little interesting.
A goal every 26 seconds. It is possible. We know that the Ultimates, when they were back as 5-head, could just go on these manic goal spurts and really just leave the team's defenses in absolute tatters. We could see him do it again here, but 5G to do that now, a goal every 25 seconds, that would be immense. But let's see if it happens, as Azonix looks to try and set up for AMS. He reads the play well of Rares, but ChrisTheAverage will be able to drop it down into a dead zone. But Talon makes it into a live zone by getting to there in time. Finds himself onto the backboard, but AMS is going to go for the shot. Will be a little wide as ChrisTheAverage and Talon look to try and clear it out. As Azonix just finds his backboard once again. Talon and ChrisTheAverage trying the best to lock it in. Rares will do it this time around. And with time now ticking away here, that goal spurt might have been short-lived, as it doesn't look good for him to convert 2 more goals in 9 seconds. So they're going to be in a tied series once again in 5 seconds time, as Redemption ties the series 2-0 with a nice 4-2 win here in game number 4.
Yeah, very good. Bit of a comeback there towards the end for the Ultimates, but it was not meant to be, as Redemption finally take a game off of the Ultimates. They hadn't up until then. They actually beat them now, so 2-2 gives them the confidence. They know they can beat this team, and now a pivotal game 5 that will crucially decide who gains that momentum into that game 6.
Yeah, this is going to be huge as well. The winner of that game will obviously pick up match points. So for them, for either team, really. That's going to be huge. But I feel like if Redemption wins it, I've changed my mind a little bit here on this as I've been able to think it over. I think if Redemption wins this next game, it's more than likely going to be them winning the series. I mean, yes, it seems obvious, but I feel like if the Ultimates win this game now, Redemption have shown the power that they can rally, that they can come back. And well, if it's a close loss or close win for the Ultimates, I think Redemption can do something like they did in the last game now and tie the series back up and force us into a decider. I don't think the Ultimates can do the same in reverse. So, as we get into this 5th game, it will be pretty much showtime here for Redemption, because if they can win it, they can respond. It will be huge, but AMS, I think we've seen this before, Camel just gets the immediate kickoff goal going straight down the center.
I mean, it literally looks like the exact same play. Deja vu once again. Mason's the one touching it. Nobody gets there in time, and they have to use this. They literally have to use this to their fullest advantage. You talk about them winning this game, and, you know, maybe it doesn't even matter if they win this. Redemption just wins in 7 because of how good Redemption have been playing the last 2 games. But they are able to get that early goal. Let's see if they can use it, or if it will just dwindle away already, because here comes the pressure, the onslaught of Talum and Verwas, who's going to be pressed off the bar. Not even. It's just going to go right into the net with the demo. And 1. Count it. Tied game.
Yeah, sends an absolute dart there, Crestball. Very unfortunate stuff from Mason just to tap it towards him. Wasn't expecting Crestball to go in full pelt, but worked out for the man in orange, and he gets a goal from it here. And to get the equalizer as well, that is huge this early on, as Talum now looks to try and get a goal for himself. He gets a flip reset, but it forces a triple commit twice over to get the saves out of the net. And oh god, those triple commits were absolutely desperate there, and that is not a good sign if you're on the Ultimates, because if you're throwing everything at the kitchen sink right now, well, if the pressure keeps on going, that sink is going to break very, very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely, and really just did not work out for him. I did not know what he was trying to do when he went up for that play. He was in a really awkward spot, but he was able to get 3 defenders going for him. Now Mason going to try to attack, and will actually just fall right into Talum's hands. He's got 1 defender to beat, but no boost in the tank. It's going to be Cresper. We'll just leave that towards the side. Now AMS has a chance with the ball, has some boost ready, has Mason in that midfield line. He'll go for 1, he'll go for 2. It's Talum, though, who will be able to boot that out of contention as Azonic give the pressure. It's going to be Rawas tapping it forward. AMS once again reading the play well. Tied game with just over 3 minutes to go here in this game 5. Both teams need to win this in order to maintain momentum in the series. Very, very crucial game. There's a good booming clear there by Redemption, trying to get things going. Mason with a decent chance, but once again, just off the mark.
Yeah, just off the mark for both Mason and the Ultimates there, as the ball now gets taken out of the defensive half here for Redemption. That's a good demo. Might just allow Talent to style it on in. Needs the post just to help it through, but that is going to be the lead back into the hands of Redemption. And Talon, he just goes back to Sol. He even cops a bump there from Mason, but he's able to keep control and just sneak it on in past the last defender. Good stuff there from Talon to get the lead back for his team.
Absolutely did a great job staying active with the play, and finally will score and try to look to isolate this game. Beautiful double tap and a greater save by Verwas to stop that offensive challenge, and we'll be back there with Mason's chance as well as Azonics, though. Still trying to get things going, trying to set up AMS, who's been fairly quiet after that first goal off the kickoff in the early 2 seconds of the game. Verwas, beautiful bump. It's right into the net. Truly amazing.
Now, Raras has sent a perfect shot here, but look at AMS. Look at him just get absolutely leeted there by Talon. Talon pretty much opened up that goal there by knocking out AMS from the play. And, well, sure, it hit the crossbar, but Raras knows he had it in the back. He just needed to wait and tap it on in. And just like that, a 2-goal lead now back in the hands of Redemption. And this is what I was saying, Camel. Azraras makes it a quick fire double. They are a team that with momentum, they can be unstoppable. They win this game 5. That momentum might not be stopped.
Absolutely, but 3 goals, 2 minutes. We've seen this movie before. I feel like we definitely have, if not in this series, definitely in previous ones, teams are able to do this. But you know, Caster Curse, it's the opposite. It's really just looking like Redemption all the way for this game.
Yeah, they finally pulled the whip and they've gained a fair few lengths over Ultimates here. Really strong stuff here from, I think, yeah, Raras. He's just got an all 3 goals pretty much immediately there. So, yeah, he
100%.
is. Yeah, he's just single-handed. Yeah, 3 in a row, gets his hat-trick yet again. He's just dominating. He makes it a 4 as well. Welcome to the Raras show, ladies and gentlemen. This man cannot be stopped.
I mean, you think of Redemption, you think of Talon, you think of Cresper, these guys were lost. Really just a third man, solid third man at that, really good defender and able to score 4 goals, 4 shots. Beautiful offense coming out from Redemption in this pivotal Game 5 matchup. It will be Talon continuing the pressure. And you talked about, you know, getting these leads, but also kind of, you know, pushing that and gaining a bigger lead than before so you don't end up in that situation where you're giving up 3 goals in 2 minutes or whatever the case may be. And Redemption obviously has heard our calls and have played a lot more aggressively, even going for demos when you're up 5 goals. I mean, how sweaty can you be? Obviously, it's working.
Yeah, they want to just completely put them in the sand here as, well, a minute 15 remaining, and Brazil's starting to beckon a little bit here as Azonix tries to avoid that fate. And, well, a nice attempt there from Mason, but will be blocked off. AMS now going for a shot, but will be wide of the mark here. A bit of a ladder defense there for Redemption, but they're going to get punished for it as Azonix just actually bumps Talon into the ball. Doesn't really affect him too much, but Mason, there we go. He spoils the party. Brazil will be denied as he picks himself up the goal, but at this point, it's all but a consolation as with 4 goals to 5 in 56 seconds, it doesn't seem likely that they will be coming back.
No, Redemption would have to throw for content for this to be a tied game at the end of it all. So it will most likely, barring some crazy shenanigans, be Redemption as Rawas going to take this to the skies off the top rope, try to find Talum with the redirection. Going for 7 goals. Cresper trying to take credit. Talum gets it instead. And 2 goals for Talon.
So no Brazil, you might cop a, might see a Barcelona here, 8-2 scoreline, but apart from that, yeah, the memes are dead, but if you're a Redemption fan, you probably just don't care about the memes at this point. You're seeing a team just absolutely dominate that team and still punishing them as well, even though this game is pretty much dead, buried, and cremated. So with 30 seconds remaining, they just keep this up. They just keep pummeling their opponents into the dirt. As I said, that's just going to put them in a pretty much an unbeatable position heading into Game 6. And yeah, it just shows why they came through the winners bracket. Sure, they've lost a few games, but when the time has come, they have rallied, and they have rallied immensely as Talon gets to Tararas. Can he pick up the 5? No, Mason blocks him off. Still a pretty good game for Aris, but he doesn't get to 5. Unfortunate for him, but for his team, it's still an unbelievable win as Redemption go 1 away from victory.
Absolutely. Now for the Ultimates, it's about changing up the whole game plan. A absolute domination. One of the first games that's really been a true blowout, you know, during the whole day. Really, an AMS going to leave, go for a car change, perhaps. Obviously wasn't feeling the NRG car. Definitely gave him some bad luck. The general was not on his side for sure. He was not getting the insurance plans he needed. He was he definitely was not in the right scenario, obviously. Definitely needs a new sponsor. Maybe what, Shopify Rebellion? I don't know what it's gonna be, but obviously he needs a new car change. He's joined up. Here we go. Game 6. If they lose this here, the Ultimates are done. They'll be walking away with, I believe, what is it, $100, right? That's the second place prize.
100 and yeah, I think it's 100. Let me double check.
Believe it's
$100, but still,
okay.
That's all like $33 for all the players. You can't complain about that. That's a few zinger boxes, so.
That's a good
That is
meal.
an official measurement of currency in Australia, my friend. And yes, it is a meal. You get like, okay, while we wait for this game to go, I'll tell you what a Zinger Box is. So it's from KFC, obviously. It's like
course.
you get a Zinger burger, you get like 3 of the spicy wings, then you get a roll, you get chip, you get gravy, you get a drink. It is amazing, and it's about $11, maybe 10, depending on what parts you are in Australia. It's amazing, and yes, we use it as a currency measurement now. Deal with it. Anyways, Game 6 underway here. Talon and Rares looking to try and get an early goal once again. Won't be able to as AMS just takes the ball, immediately styles on poor Crestball, who has been fairly silent throughout this series, but I'll tell you what though, that's good news for his teammates because they've been able to pile on the goal. Rares going very, very close, but will be blocked off by Mason on that attempt. Crestball has a bit of a whip there, and that will allow AMS to bring it to the halfway line.
Yeah, so AMS changes up the NRG decal for the G2 decal. Obviously, don't know what that's going to offer him. Don't know what that's going to give him in terms of
powers of Fossil, let's face it.
Yeah, absolutely. Carlos is definitely on his side for sure. So let's see if Cresper can maybe, step up, try to keep the pressure going as Rawas going to clear this downfield. Set up Talum for the midfield line. Third man not there in time, and it will be cleared away. Now to go back down into the redemption half. Minute elapsed and no goals so far. Won't be the case there. As AMS in the corner has some time to work with. He's going to go for the dribble. Doesn't have a lot of boost to work with, however. Good demo from Talum. It's going to clear up Cresper. He's got a freebie, and he talks about him being sound. He roars with the first goal of Game 6.
Yeah, he gets the opener there after being quiet for so long. Finally gets a bit of space, and Crestball gets a goal. And it's a very nice goal as well, as it's going to be pretty much a very hard trek here for the Ultimates to come back now. Redemption with that lead. They're going to be mighty, mighty hard to stop.
Absolutely. I mean, if you are the Ultimates, you gotta just try anything you can. A new strategy, a new move, something has to come out here. It will be AMS firing on all cylinders. Will find Xixonix, gets the touch they need, and the Ultimates will tie up the game at 1-1.
Yeah, they tie it up, and Xixonix does it well there. Look at that. Forces a double commit, and he sneaks it under the double commit as well. So Xixonix just stalls on him completely, and, well, you have to hate being a defender there because you feel like that. You do feel a bit annoyed for the next minute or so.
Yeah, absolutely. And with 3 minutes left, both teams, plenty of time to get things going. It's going to be a Ross with an open shot. AMS, beautiful save. But Cresper, another freebie. He sends it completely wide. That was their one chance. Remember that shot if this game does get closer by the minute. Good demo here. AMS has the challenge of Talum and will just deal with him slightly. Mason now moving forward, has a decent touch with the ball. We'll move this to midfield. Cresper gets the boost and gets the ball. We'll be able to demo at AMS, and here's Xixonix battling against Talum in the midfield line. For the Rawas, chipping it over one. Talum moving it forward. Wolfheimer Rawas going forward. It's going to be Xixonix with the save. Now with a minute elapsing, 2 minutes here for both these teams to get things going, and they're a bit quiet last couple minutes.
Yeah, they have been. It's really turned into a game of a fairly equal state here, as both teams just look to try and find the tiebreaker again. Cresswell might be the man who does it. He sends it a bit high, and Mason will be forced to save it. Xixonix in a quick charge, but Talon steals the ball. He goes high. There's only people beneath him, but AMS is able to make the challenge. Rares takes it away, puts it in the corner. Cresswell sets it up in the center, but there's no one there to fight for, really. Xixonix able to get the clear into the corner, but yeah, this is turning into a fairly even fire as Mason will get blocked off. Ball just dribbles back into the midfield. Xixonix can't get the touch. He has to abort his flight. Talon now allowed to clear. AMS gets a touch. Might just work out for Rares. He gets it demoed, but he puts it towards the center. Now Crestball looks to go for a 1-2. Can he finish it off? No! Xixonix last save from underneath.
Beautiful save. They're still alive here. It's just going to waterfall down. Can they take advantage? Is Redemption They get another demo. It's just going to trickle down. Zazonix able to bounce that off the backboard to buy more time for Mason to respawn. He will be able to get the save. Now it's for Was up against Zazonix. We'll go over one. We'll get the drop down. Good clear away by the Ultimates, but it's still in their half, and they still have a problem to deal with. Now it's going to be Mason moving this forward. Has AMS to help him out. With 45 seconds to go, both teams do not want to be the one to make that mistake. Do not want to be the one to make that error. It's going to be Rawas going over one, going over two. Finds Talum. It's going to trickle down to the bottom 90. And just like that, Talum may have just secured the tourney-winning goal. 35 seconds. The Ultimates have to think of something quick.
Yes, they do. A kickoff goal would be sublime for him here, but AMS not really in a good spot to go for it here, so he might be shot off immediately, especially when it goes straight down to center. Crestball looking to end it now, but he will get blocked off. AMS brings it into the corner. That G2 car looking like G2 LOL team at an international event at the moment as Talon goes oh so close, but he can't convert off the post. They're still in the lead though, Redemption. Can they keep it up with 15 seconds remaining? AMS now just takes it to the midfield, but Rara sends it straight back to Crestball. He gets a shot. Zazonic save, but that won't be enough. They need to get a shot on the other side of the field, but the ball still in their defensive third. It will hit Terra Firma, and Redemption will win the second Overlap Cup in the Middle East.
Wow, amazing. Pretty big upset considering they came from the qualifiers. Not even an invited team made it to the final two, so great work by the Ultimates and Redemption, making some noise and stamping their name on the Middle Eastern scene.